Hi guys. Okay, so another day here. Now, today, this time around, we're gonna do a backtest on some pairs. So follow me. I have about 4 pairs to do backtest on, and I think I have about two. But for now, let's see. I have about either two or so pairs that I'm looking out for this week. Okay, so um, let's quickly dive into this. Yeah, so this is Crash 900. This was a backtest of what happened last week from between the 9th of March, Monday to today. So if you were in the trade, what would you have seen to make you take the trade for this move that happened here? So we noticed on the daily this move went all the way up. Okay. So but initially we had market do like a downtrend. This is a change of character. This is a change of character here because market was bullish at this point, then it changed character to becoming bearish. So since it changed character, the overall um, bias would be between this point. The overall range would be between this point and this point. This is why I put this other block line here, right? Other block box here, because this is inevitably going to come to this point. So, but I don't know where it will come to. It already invalidated this fair value gap here. So, and there's no other fair value gap going forward. So I feel it's going to come here. So this was why looking out for the reversal continuing back up before it down. So we have something like this. Let me show you. We have something like this. So when market did this high, then broke this low. So the range is between this point and this point. So we're looking at market reversing all the way to this point or somewhere here or even here, then before it shoots downwards. So this move now going back up is what we looked at here. So Monday gave us a push to break this high. All right, this is actually a good high because let me remove this. This was actually a good high because then we had a low here that was broken by this high. So the market changed the character at this point. It was a good high. So at this point, we're looking at between this point and this point to buy this market. So the only viable point here or place here of kind of like an area of interest is just this other block here, right? So, sorry. All right, so let's break it down more. So we already have a range between here and this point of break before we started seeing the reversal, Tuesday, Wednesday. So if you break it down to 4 hours, this is what you see. Now, on a 4 hours time frame, we had markets come down to this other block on 4 hours. This is another block on 4 hours here. Yeah, same range. So market came down there, presented this uh, kind of like a morning star loop, but it's not a full morning star because I would expect it to close above this middle red candle, the middle line. Yeah. If it closed above, then it's a full morning star, but it closed below. So I'm kind of not interested. I wouldn't be interested in it if I see moves like that. So, but the move that I would be interested in would be this one. Because why? I see a clear break close of all these highs. There's a high here, it closed above, there's a high here, it closed above. So we are on a change of character. This was the change of character point, but you could still drag it here. This was on daily, but you could still drag it here for your 4 hours view. Yeah, it was the change of character that we had here. Let me type it. Yep. So yeah, that's it. So that was the change of character we had there. Although on 4 hours you may say your change of character is at this point. However, I'm picking this from a daily perspective. So these points here are actually my points. So we're already bullish. So when market broke off this point, did a break of structure here, coming back to tapping on this area is where I would want to look at charts from to go bullish. All right. So if you look at it on a 1 hour, if you look at it on a 1 hour here, 1 hour we had 3 rejections and then that proceeded our entry. Right. This was on a 4 hours. This would have been a best spot to buy it here, which is at the close of this candle that looks engulfing, or even this candle that looks like a hammer. That would have been the best point to buy it. But then this would have been my best point to buy the market, put my stop below the structure. And after this engulfing, then let it ride up. Because then this is like the third time it's coming there. The first time it came to this other block zone, second time, the third time is coming there after a break of structure. So it's actually perfect for me. I would have taken it here to buy it all the way. Maybe 1:3, 1:2.5. And this actually gave a overall of 1:3.9. So if it was 1:3, you'll be looking to take your profit somewhere around here. Click enter. Ooh, just too much. Well, somewhere around here. Yeah. This will be where you'll be looking to take your profit from. Just somewhere around here. Yeah, 1:3. So, but yeah, but on the 1 hour, there is a more entry. 1 hour gave us like a 1:4 kind of trade. 1 hour after this 3 bounce, there was no particular trade, what do you call it? There was no particular candlestick pattern leaving the zone. We had same way we had 1, 2, 3. We had on this last leg, we had 1, 2, and 3. Same on the zone, on the area, right? On that 4 hours other block area. So, but then this didn't print out a candlestick pattern that would let us know we're buying this. But then at this point, market then printed out this morning star here that closed above all these points. So you see how the last leg of the morning star closed above this and closed above this. This was a sign that market is now taking off. So joining it from here is actually good, and your stop loss will be like just below the structure, right? And this gave us an overall of 1:4. If you had held it, maybe you would have overall, let's see, overall it was actually 5.6, 1:5.6. So, but I wouldn't advise holding. I would not advise holding. Yeah, I wouldn't, but this gave you a clean 1:4, right? Yeah, it was a clean 1:4 um entry or price or trade. Yeah, so this would have been how my bias would have looked like. So I would have waited until like Saturday. While focusing on other pairs, I'll still keep an eye out on this one. Waited till like on Saturday. So, but I wasn't, I like I always say, I don't take um so many trades in a week. No, I just get to look at 1, 2, 3 trades and focus on those ones. Then once I see among the three, once I see one trade, one pair, one market that gives me my confirmed structure and everything, I'm going in on that market. And once I make money from that market, 1:2.5, 1:3, 1:4, I'm out for the week. I'm done for the week. You get, so I don't like to overtrade. Most of the time when I take losses in the week, I still look out for why I took the losses. So there was a trade I took last week. I entered 3 times. The first time he hit break even, the second time he hit stop loss, then the third time he hit TP. Right. That particular trade, I was studying the trade and to know what happened on it. I think I posted it was like one of the trades I posted on my Instagram, the results I posted on my Instagram recently, and also my TikTok. It was boom 500. Yeah, I think it was boom 500. Yeah. So I was following up the trade to see why this trade hit my stop, only for me to see that it wasn't just ready. The trade wasn't just ready as at the 2 times when I took it at first. It wasn't just ready. So it was just dancing around. He wanted to print a replica structure of what it was, of what it printed before. So I just needed to wait for that structure to complete and break it down to like a 1 hour time frame, a 4 hour time frame. That was when I got the entry. I entered that trade 2 days ago. I took a profit yesterday, being Sunday. So it was good. It was a good trade anyways. So I took a profit. I think my profit was like 1:4. Yeah, I think it was like 1:4. So this is why you apply risk management. Imagine I lost the first two trades. That's like, let's say I was risking $100. That's like, I've lost 200, right? Then I entered again and I made 1:4, 1:5. That's 400 or 500. I've recovered. I've not just made profit. I recovered the loss that I had and extra profits again. So I'm up. I'm not, it wasn't a break even. I'm up. Like I'm up in profit. Do you get? So it's always good to use risk management. It saves you a lot, especially when you're trading this kind of unpredictable what do you call it, market, financial markets, because actually the market is unpredictable. It's set by humans. What we do is to follow. We don't actually predict the market to say this is what the decision of the bank, this is what they are going to do. No, they're not. They are not boxed in your decision. They are not influenced by your decision in the market or by your bias. No, we are the one being influenced by their bias. You understand? Excuse me. We are the one being influenced by the bias of the bank. So what we do is wait for them to carry out whatever they are doing. And when they're ready to move, we join the movement. This is why you wait for confirmations and all of that. I used to do sniper entries and all of that, pending order, but in the long run, if you look at it, it's safer to just stay in charts and be patient until market gives you a confirmed direction. It's just safer that way, right? But it's good. I'm not saying it's totally bad for those who do it, but it's for me, it's just safer. It's just safer. One thing FX is going to teach you, FX is going to teach you more about yourself, or the financial trading market is going to teach you more about yourself than even about the market. Because when you start learning the market, learning the strategy is one thing, but learning more about yourself is a whole different level. You're going to learn psychology, what part of trading psychology you're lacking. Is it patience? Is it greed? Is it fear of missing out? Is it anxiety? What kind? So there are different types, there are different things you would learn, and most of those things you learn will be about yourself. Because the truth is, your mentor might trade successfully how he trades and the same strategy. You might apply that same strategy and you're not successful, because it may just mean that you've not been able to learn yourself and understand why you make the mistake from your own point of view. You get? So it's always good to study and learn. So at this point, this was the market we would have taken yesterday. And I'll drop two more or three more, I think three more. So my target is to make two backtesting videos a day. And for the whole period of this month, I'm going to be posting two videos a day. Some days, if I miss, I'll just make it up by posting in all those videos that I missed to post in other days. You get? So some days I might post 3 instead of 2. I might post, but my target is to double the month. The month has 31 days. My target is to do 62 videos in this month. Right? It's just educational. I'm not advising you. I'm not a financial advisor, and it's not a financial advisory video. Right? So please follow up. If you could learn anything, it's good you learn, and it's good you follow up. Backtesting is good, and do your own analysis, do your own bias, do your own structural analysis and backtesting. Okay. So see you guys in the next video. If you're not following me already, please click the subscribe button. And also up there, you would see the bell button. So that bell notification button just helps you to get an update on anytime I post a video. So you'll be the first to get an update that I've actually posted a video. So you could go follow me up and, let's learn this thing together. Let's win together, right? By the way, I would say this thing now because I know sometime in the future it will come up, but I'm going to say it now. And if you've been following up, I would want you to also know this. I don't collect money from anybody to learn anything. I don't even have the time to teach anybody anything. I'm doing this for my own purpose, just to grow, you get, and to learn more about FX and to be more profitable. I am profitable. I'm just trying to be more profitable and to do more. I see a lot of people do a lot of things. I don't know if it's hype on FX. They do a lot of things, so hype, flipping accounts, making over 6 figures in one trade and all of that. I want to be there someday. I know it's possible, but I don't want to be chasing clouds. I just want to take my time, grow. So in these videos, all I'm doing is these videos are journal for me as well. They're kind of like my own trading journal. So I go back sometimes when I feel I'm a bit rusty. I go back to watch these videos again and again to get my points, to understand my mindset while I was winning. And so I don't get to make mistakes. And so far, if you've been following me, you've been seeing that I've actually been talking about my losses as well, not just my profits. Although I don't really post them because posting them now online makes I don't think it's necessary to post the losses, but well, maybe I'll be posting them. Yeah, maybe I'll just be posting them. But regardless, let's keep learning, okay? And follow up. So if you're not following me already, please do that. Like this video, drop a comment on what you think, and share this video as well. All right, see you guys in the next video.